Hey, Bruce, how are you?
Hi, Chef. How are you?
Very good. Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you. We're ready for some tailgating here. We've got a great weekend ahead, and so we want to get out there and, grilling has become tailgating, so we're ready for you. We're going to be live in about 3 minutes, I believe. And you and I can have a great chat. You're in New York today. Is that where you live? Is that where you're based?
Yeah, I'm based in New York City, actually, but I get to travel the entire country quite often, actually. In fact, I have relatives in Vermont, so we often go up through Rhode Island and check out Providence as well.
All right. Fantastic. Well, this is the weekend to go to Vermont.
Yeah, it sure is. The foliage is amazing. By the way, Providence, amazing food. The food scene there is killing it. It's amazing.
Yeah. It is no doubt. It is doing just that. I spend a lot of time in the food beat, so yeah, we're up on it. So we've got a whole bunch of things going on here. What do you here? What have you tried around here that you can just mention briefly?
Usually I tend to go for the seafood out there. I just feel like it's just seafood weather when I go out there for some reason, and that's
always is.
Yeah, yeah. Something about the clams and. Obviously the lobsters are good. It's classic Rhode Island cuisine. But do you guys have baked beans as well? Is that big in Rhode Island?
It's not as big as it is further up,
yeah,
but we do we do the baked beans. It depends. Sometimes people will include those in a clam bake,
right?
And sometimes they won't.
Clam bakes. That's right. The clam bakes are big out there. I remember
Huge.
going to a clam bake a long time ago in Rhode Island. And it was incredible, like the real clam bakes where you literally dig and you cover it in the seaweed and all this stuff, and it was phenomenal. I don't know if people do that anymore, or even if they're legally.
Oh, they sure do on a big scale. On a big scale, one of the finest resort hotels here in Newport, the Castle Hill Inn, built a whole clam bake pavilion. And they do a couple of bakes during the course of the year, and we got a couple of really well-known clam bake chefs around here who are in demand. During the summer season, of course, but they're known nationally. This is one of those cuisines, styles of cooking. They call it gadget cooking. Yeah, it's not unlike barbecue, where you need specific equipment. You've got to have the pit, and you've got to have the canvas and the not seaweed but rockweed, and do the whole thing.
Sure, the classic style, absolutely. We did some sort of not clam bake but underground cooking one time on a show that I was on, and we did it at a campground. We had to literally get in a digger, one of those like diggers, and dig into the ground because it was so hard we couldn't shovel it, and we baked, and I believe it was like a baked seafood, something like that, stew, and put it underneath with the coal, and I don't know what it is. It must be the earth or the power of Mother Nature that the food came out unbelievable.
Well, sounds good. Let's see if we can work that in. We're going to be live in about 20 seconds here, Chef, so hang right on for me, okay?
Thanks so much.
Your hometown information station.
Well, let us talk a little tailgating. Grilling has become tailgating, and I have on the line with me a tailgate chef. You've seen him, Chef George Duran, on the Food Network show Ham on the Street. He's on TLC's Ultimate Cake Off. He has been on GMA and Fox and Friends and many other shows. And we have him on the line to talk about some shortcuts, grilling tips, some tailgating. Chef George Duran, how are you?
Oh, Bruce, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it very much. And it's funny you say tailgating, but the big thing right now is homegating, which is pretty much tailgating but doing it at home, right?
You got it. Some people have refined it to couch gating.
I like that one too. That's really good too. So people are always asking me, what is the thing to do with home gating? Like, what are some of the great tips? And here's the first thing you got to do, really right off the bat. You got to set the tone with a fine drink, like a good cocktail. And I'm working with these guys called Cocktail Artists. They have a premium cocktail mixes and drinks. It's pretty much all these cocktail mixes, over 15 flavors. Each one is made by an award-winning mixologist. You can make a nice Bloody Mary with their Bloody Mary mix with tomato purees and savory spices. But their mixes use natural fruit juices and flavors along with pure cane sugar and organic blue agave nectar. It means no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial colors. You pretty much take their bottle. You can find them, by the way, if you want to search where they are there, go to cocktail-artist.com. You can find where they sell these. And these drink mixes are phenomenal. A great way to start your home gating party.
Wow, that sounds pretty good. You have to start things off with a good drink and maybe a little something quick that can be served early on, because everybody shows up to these games hungry, and you usually have kind of a main dish or a main attraction, but we want something to at least munch on pretty quickly. What do you have for us?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because one of the things that I like to do, people like to order pizza, and the problem with delivery pizza, it takes forever. By the time it comes, it's cold. But I'm working actually with DiGiorno, and these guys have their crispy pan pepperoni pizza. It's baked at home, so it's just the right temperature with the toppings you want. It's covered with edge-to-edge cheese, comes with its own pan. It browns and crisps the crust for a crunchy outside, soft, tender inside, ready in 25 minutes. So I take my DiGiorno pizza, like the crispy pan pepperoni pizza. I cook it. I cut it into strips, little strips, and I do a little salad dressing dipping bar. And I put small little salad dressings everywhere, and I kind of have people dip their pizzas like an hors d'oeuvre just to start with. And you got to have quality salad dressing. And for me, my salad dressing, you got to find it at the produce section. It's got to be in the grocery store in the cold section. There's one that I work with closely. They're called Lighthouse dressings. Lighthouse has no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. And as I said, the beauty of this is that it's in the grocery section. It's in the cold section, and you know that it's got to be fresh. Throw it on raw veggies, pasta salads, baked potatoes. Of course, the wings. I absolutely love doing my pizza bar with their home-style ranch and the chunky blue cheese dressing as well. And by the way, technology plays a big factor in being able to successfully throw a nice tailgating or home gating party. And there's one big technology that I think even 007 would be very jealous of. Check this out. It's called the Meter, M-E-A-T-E-R, Meter. It's by Aption Labs. It's the world's first wireless smart leave-in meat thermometer. It stays inserted throughout the... Yeah, you put it inside any sort of meat, if it's a loin or a ribeye or even a burger. It stays inside throughout the whole cooking process with absolutely no wires, measures the internal meat temperature, the external ambient temperature of the oven or the grill, and it provides that time and the cooking temperature directly alerting your smartphone with it. And by the way, if you buy the Meter Plus, which just came out, the Meter Plus lets you stay away as far as 165 feet. So you can be really away from the grill with the Meter or the Meter Plus, away from the meat, and you know exactly, with your smartphone, exactly what temperature the meat you're cooking is, and you don't have to overcook any of your meats.
Oh, man, there's an app for that. Alexa, cook my meat.
Oh, it connects to Alexa as well. That's the beauty of it.
It does.
It really does. It connects to Alexa, your Apple Watch, or any sort of smartwatch also notifies you. It is like, I'm telling you, 007, we're in the future. This is it.
That's funny. He's talking with Chef George Duran, who is a New York City guy, but you know your way around Rhode Island, and you have experienced some of the good stuff that we have going on here in our dining destination. What do you think of a great clam bake? Is it too late in the season for a clam bake?
I don't think I can have a clam bake all year long. I mean, all you need is a little bit of coal and fire and throw it under the ground, and I don't care how cold it is, that heat will really make a difference with the clam bakes. Unfortunately, we don't get a lot of clam bakes in New York City. They don't allow you to dig the ground in New York City. The asphalt is a little too hard to dig.
Yes.
So instead, what I tell people is to make chili. I think chili is a good kind of like, all right, slow cook, throw it into the oven, make it nice and slowly. So there's this one recipe that I'm making right now, especially for this season. It's called a Southwest Smoked Sausage Chili Mac, almost like a combination of chili and mac and cheese. So I use Eckrich Original Skinless Smoked Sausage. Again, you can find this at the grocery store in the grocery aisle. It's with naturally hardwood smoked, just the right blend of spices. And these guys at Eckrich, well, they're the official sponsor of the college football playoffs. They're bringing back the Road to National Championship sweepstakes, where you get a chance to make a 15-yard throw for $1 million during some of the biggest college football games of the season. EckrichFootball.com has all that information. That's EckrichFootball.com. You can find out to make and win up to $1 million or $1 million, period.
Yeah. All right. Well, fantastic. So where would we go for more information on all this stuff, Chef? You gave us a bunch of information.
Yeah, you bet. More information and all the recipes I spoke about, check out dailylounge.com.
Dailylounge.com.
Yes.
Excellent. Great to talk to you, and come on up and see us, and have a great fall and a great tailgating, homegating, couchgating season.
Thank you. I love Providence. Thank you so much, Bruce. I appreciate it.
Anytime. You bet. Thank you very, very much indeed.